group of friends, and while they took records of all of the drugs in their books, you didn't know what was happening, did you? A pipe, a line, a gun, a knife. I'll never get back what seems to be my time, but do I care? Am I still in my mind? The symmetry never frightened me until I realize what it's doing to me. The symmetry never frightened me until I realize what it's doing to me. And though I didn't listen enough to my internal dialogue, I know that somewhere I must be alright. Feeling ill, a struggle of power and a sense of will. The enemy is me, but I will shoot to kill. The symmetry never frightened me until I realize what it's doing to me. The symmetry never frightened me until I realize what it's doing to me. I'm silent. I'm silent. I'm silent. But I'm still in my cage.
Hey guys, so joining us on the Celebrity Couch today, we have...
I'm Rory.
I'm Don.
And we're from Lucifer Gunne.
So, in a nutshell, Rory, can you tell us what's happened between being a solo act to where you are now?
One Pixies concert, I guess it would be.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah. You know, I'd been writing music by myself for quite a while. And then I knew Don from intermediate school because we played in bands when we were there.
9 members playing Seven Nation Army.
Yeah, it was a great time, as you could probably tell. But yeah, no, we hadn't been in contact for a while, and then we kind of just ran into each other.
Just by pure coincidence, I wasn't even supposed to go that night.
Yeah.
My drummer at the time from a school band had called me up on the night saying, hey, we've got a spare ticket to go see my favourite band. And just by pure coincidence, I bumped into Rory in a crowd of 1,000. So. Yeah,
and from there, I kind of said what I was doing with music, and I guess we kind of just agreed to join forces and just, write music from there. It's, been a great process so far.
So, how did the name come about?
It was me being a edgy 15-year-old and wanting to try and look like a Marilyn Manson or a David Bowie type figure. So that's where the original name came from. I was supposed to be Lucifer Gunne, but
now we
are Lucifer Gunne. Lucifer is in all of us. It kind of transitioned over. I didn't think that it would fit for me to be Lucifer, and
For how you and Don met, that was at a Pixies concert.
Mm-hmm.
So how did the rest of you, because there's 4 of you guys in the band, how did you all meet?
All right, well, if we're talking current members, Steve we found on a Facebook post.
Yeah, it was the weirdest way I could have ever expected to meet a guitarist, but I mean,
Because,
it worked.
We didn't know Steve at all beforehand, and we saw a post just on Facebook one day how he's looking for moved to Wellington and looking for a band, and we just thought, we need a second guitarist. What if he doesn't want to play guitar?
Yeah. It was very out of the blue, but yeah, I'm glad he's been with us ever since. I'm glad he's been here for it.
And new drummer Jackson, we saw him play when we played with a Nirvana tribute band called
Grant Disciples.
Yeah. And he was playing with Speaking to Houses at the time, and he was playing drums and singing, and we were just so impressed by him at that point. So we were really delighted to see that when we put out the call to audition new drummers, that he had taken up the offer, and we were very, very happy to.
Yeah. He's working out great for us. It's very fun to work with him.
This isn't your only band, is it, Rory?
No, I'm also the bassist for Bingo Fighter. So yeah, that's the other project I'm currently working on. It's just a super fun project for me. I get to explore different kinds of bass lines and just songwriting in general, I guess, because I'm not writing the whole entire song. I'm just trying to work around the bass lines, and then that actually helps me bring quite a bit back to this band, you know. Just a bit more playing experience, and it's super fun to be in there as well, so yeah.
So how do you guys handle mistakes on stage? I know I witnessed you handling a mistake at Banding Together, which I think you did pretty well, but how do you manage those mistakes?
One great piece of advice that someone who we've worked with in the past, Jasper West, he told me when we were coming home from a practice that we were doing, because he was filling in for some guitar spots, he said, if you ever screw up on stage, if you don't acknowledge that you screwed up, then the audience won't acknowledge that you've screwed up either. So it's basically just continuing on the show and making it look like the best performance possible. If you start to become uncomfortable because of a mistake, the crowd will also start to become uncomfortable because of the mistake. So, yeah.
So how I internalize it is I go off stage and I cry there.
So halfway through a song, you kind of just go off stage, have a cry, and then get back into it.
Exactly. Quick interlude.
Yeah.
So what do you guys bring to the New Zealand music scene that is unique?
I think we like to bend genres quite a bit. I don't think we ever want to stay in the same space, because if you're releasing the same punk track 10 different ways, it's not really as fun. So like we like to chuck in obviously punk, elements of rock, post-rock. We have a more of a folky song, math rock, anything really. It's
just drawing inspiration from wherever we can, and just keep looking for different ways to find inspiration to write the music, I guess. So, yeah.
If you could perform with anyone in the world, who would it be and why?
We'll do a count of 3.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Mike
Idols.
Patton. Yeah, I don't know why you chose Idols. I chose Mike Patton. He's probably one of the biggest inspirations that I have for writing music at this point, honestly. He's been in so many different projects and mixed so many genres together. It's I think he would be my favorite person to ever play on stage with.
And I don't know why you said I don't know why you chose Idol. Idol shirts at basically every concert.
Listen, I made a priority list here, and they don't come to the top.
Idol's UK-based band, very down to earth. We both went to go see them.
Yeah.
We both went to go and see them at Meow, sometime January this year. And they're one of the most down-to-earth bands, they're getting, it's hard to describe, positive messages out of punk rock, so spreading messages of self-love, of toxic masculinity and the problems with that, about depression, suicide and everything, and that's something that's really important to bring out, and it's really cool to see punk evolve into that step, whereas punk before was a thing of maybe rebellion or an uprising against government. Now it's more of embracing joy and love, and that's just something I really like. Plus their music is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
So going back to that question, if you could perform with anyone in New Zealand, who would it be and why?
3, 2, 1, Miss June. Okay. I knew it.
Miss June, an awesome punk. It's hard. It's even again quite hard to put them into a genre, but they're mainly punk. Miss June.
Yeah.
I've seen them 3 times now. Once when they opened for Idols, and then twice after that. And every time I've gone to see them, I've just been filled with so much joy watching them on stage. It's honestly, they put on such a great live show, and currently they're touring the world, so they're doing really well for themselves, and I'm really happy to see them in that spot.
I mean, I would like to say that I've seen them that many times, but I unfortunately haven't. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I'm definitely not as big a fan as you, but I just remember the pure energy from the stage when they supported for Idols, and that's not something I would ever want to miss out on if I got the opportunity.
What advice would you have for aspiring musicians?
I don't know. I still am one, I guess.
Well, I suppose, what do you constantly tell yourself?
I tell myself quite often that I'm not any better than any other band that is aspiring at the moment. When you're an aspiring musician, I feel like it's super important to try and work with anybody. Yeah. Because we're all trying to get to the same space and promote music from New Zealand, and it's really important to not let your ego even get a hold of you when you're playing.
Honestly, it's just for me about I just keep wanting to push musical boundaries in whatever way that I can. I mean, it's just very fun to me at the moment, and the fact that I can turn something that's super fun into maybe something that I can just continue doing throughout the rest of my life. It's a great opportunity, and I love it every day.
And I reckon it is really important to have fun while you're doing it as well. Like, there's no point pushing boundaries and making yourself look super out there if you're not enjoying it at the same time. That's just one of my main joys with being in Lucifer Gunne, is we are trying to push those boundaries and we are having fun while doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Really lucky to be in it.
So I've heard of one of these moments, but what's the weirdest moment with a fan?
Oh, dude. I don't even know if I want to answer this on camera.
If you don't want to, you don't have to.
I'm trying to think of something more comfortable to say.
At one of our Valhalla gigs, this was the Thursday before driving up to Gisborne.
Oh, fuck.
We're getting off stage, and there's a really, really pungent smell. Honest to God.
I told Rory to have a shower.
Yeah, you'll see. You'll see.
And we don't know what it was. Rory thought he slipped on like a spilt beer or something. And during the second act,
oh, dude.
while we were watching them, we noticed that there was one woman right at the front in a white dress, like dancing, leading onto the bar at Valhalla. And you see on that white dress a really just strong brown mark going down her dress and down her leg.
Oh, shit.
And it was so disgusting. I remember turning to Steve and going, Steve, someone shat themselves. It's like, nah, that's just Valhalla. No, like literally. It's like, shit. In a Steve fashion, obviously.
Yeah.
That was quite interesting. And when we got to Gisborne,
I'd found out after I got off of stage the second night, after we'd driven up to Gisborne, pretty much was it the morning after or was it the night?
It was the morning after.
Yeah, okay, it was the morning after that show. And I was still wearing the same outfit because I wanted to go out wearing what I was in Wellington. I kind of tried to keep it the same throughout the whole entire tour, but I didn't realize until I'd gotten off stage the next night that the thing that I slipped over in wasn't just beer, it was the woman's shit just all down my leg and all over my shoes, and I had to travel back to Wellington in it for the remainder of the ride. For like, how many hours was it back to Wellington?
Like 7 to 9.
Yeah, so that was something for sure.
So, what's coming up for the Lucifer Gunne boys?
I'm going bowling on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm having lunch in like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah. We've got a new single coming on the way.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah, we do.
We've been really excited working on it. We'll be uploading recording updates most of the time, so you'll be able to catch up with us there.
Yeah.
But generally, we're just having fun at the moment. Just keep on writing songs, working towards a much larger project, and just building our repertoire.
Yeah.
Well, that's been the Lucifer Gunne boys. Before we leave, is there any final words you'd like to say?
I ate chocolate for breakfast, and I honestly don't regret it.
Amateur. I didn't have breakfast. Hey guys, make sure you smash that like button and hit subscribe. And also check out our socials on Lucifer Gunne on Facebook, Instagram, and maybe Twitter. We don't know. How's that?
Oh God, I'm glad that you have the confidence this morning.
Once again, thank you very much, boys, for joining us. You're about to play one of my most favourite Lucifer Gunne songs, HRM Acoustic, which I'm looking forward to. So let's smash into that, shall we?
Wake me when my farewell's reached its end, the needle filled with sin screams as the bad thoughts watch them marching in. And now the only cure that's assured is my hand. You hate and I'm sure now you'll always know I am dead. A virtue of sin does relate you to bed bugs surrounding a heat wave. Your body a decay, the lifestyle of cheating will cycle repeating. Relax now, you're fading. This life that you're taking, don't hesitate. Just walk away from misery you cannot take. Just fade away to another day. Don't hesitate, just walk away. If your heart's still beating away, and escape your dream and day. The light deeply and pray. If your heart's still beating. A drink for the ones who believe in the voodoo of leaving this alone. My body and my soul forever are trapped in the sin that's go living. The cage that you make me a prison or lady. Don't hesitate, just walk away. If your heart's still beating away, and escape your dream and days of a life deeply and pray. If your heart's still beating, love well. My farewells reached its end. Can carry on like this. I've lived my life and now I am done with it. Cool.
Now, if you want to see me take season 3 on the road, potentially in Auckland, where I have some awesome contacts, then jump over to our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/entertaininginterviews. And around that page, you will see a link on how you can support this channel to be able to make that happen. Hopefully you enjoyed Entertaining Interview Season 2. We had a whole ball of fun filming it. Once again, huge shout out to Tony McDonald from Plastic Groove for the venue and also for the audio engineering, one of our major sponsors, and our other major sponsor, Tim Simpson from Nitro Film, for sponsoring us with gear. So, like I said, jump over to our Facebook page, check it out, jump in and help us out, take Season 3 on the road, and hopefully we'll be seeing you guys again very soon.